What is going on, guys? This is Daniel, and the Warriors all but ended this series by winning a very competitive Game 3 against the Cavs, so I thought I'd make a breakdown video of this excellent game. Let's get right into it. The first dynamic that was very interesting was how the Cavs offense attacked Curry. It's not that Curry is a weak defender, it's just that the Warriors have a bunch of other great defenders, so the Cavs choose Curry as someone they can go after. So we saw this from the first play for the Cavs. They run a triple screen for J.R. Smith, who Curry was guarding, and they have Kyrie setting one of the screens. So on this play, the Warriors end up switching it, having Klay going on to J.R. and Curry going to Kyrie, so the Cavs get it to Kyrie, and Kyrie can isolate against Curry and drive and score. Again, the Cavs run this play for JR, and this is a good way to get him involved early. This time, because of the last sequence, Curry did not switch, so he gets stuck on that last screen, and that gives JR room to pull. Another play for JR, this one 2 minutes into the game. He runs off a double screen and makes an excellent pass to Love, who misses the three. The Cavs also attacked Curry by having JR ball screen for Kyrie, and the Warriors defended this by hedging Curry, and for the most part, the Warriors did a good job. Here they contain it, Klay and Steph don't have to switch, and Klay forces a difficult shot. This whole series, the Warriors were not simply going to give up that switch between Klay and Curry, and again you'll see Curry hedge, and the Warriors will live with this shot, Kyrie shooting it versus Klay. So when the Cavs run this play and have JR screen the ball, they're looking for the switch. And what happens here is they get the switch because JR slips the screen hard. And with Curry already going out to hedge, that puts him out of position. So Klay ends up taking JR and the Cavs get the switch with Curry guarding Kyrie. The thing is, that's not a terrible matchup for the Warriors, and Curry forces a tough shot here. So, even though they got the switch, that's solid defense. This action also became predictable for the Cavs. With 40 seconds left and the game on the line, JR comes to ball screen, but the Warriors are ready for it and they sort of box JR, making it difficult for him to screen, and Kyrie waves off JR to isolate on Klay, and this was not good as Kyrie takes a very tough shot. Not only did they not get the 2-for-1, I charted Kyrie's isolations versus Klay in the finals thus far, where Klay has played tremendous defense, and the stats show this. Kyrie has straight isolated 8 times on Klay, scoring only 3 points, which is good for 0.38 points per possession. Not good. The Cavs also had JR screen for LeBron, and Curry did the same thing against LeBron as he did Kyrie. He hedged, and here he does a nice job of hedging and recovering to force a difficult shot, and JR misses. But the Cavs had success with this play in the fourth quarter, and here for some reason Curry switches on to LeBron instead of hedging and recovering. This is exactly what the Cavs want, as LeBron isolates against Curry and drives and easily scores. It's more understandable that the Warriors switched here, as JR doesn't set the screen, he aggressively slips it, and Iguodala, knowing JR shot very well this game, goes out to cover him, so the switch occurs, and LeBron drives and draws a foul on Curry. Here Curry is guarding Korver, so it's Korver screening for LeBron, making it very clear the Cavs are picking on Curry, and Curry does hedge, but LeBron is able to split this as Korver sets a nice screen on Iguodala, and this allows LeBron to kick out to JR for the 3. Give the Cavs coaching staff credit as they got a bit creative in terms of LeBron attacking Curry. Here, it seems like Shumpert is simply cutting to the corner, but what he'll actually do is brush Kevin Durant, and maybe that's an illegal screen, but either way, Curry is not expecting this, so he's not in position to hedge or even switch against LeBron, and LeBron gets the layup. They also did this in the fourth quarter where JR set a back screen for LeBron, and Jeff Van Gundy said it best on the telecast that it's very hard not to switch a back screen. That's exactly what happens here as Curry switches onto LeBron and he has to foul. So nice play, but really, the Cavs should have been running this more throughout the whole series. Now let's talk about how the Cavs helped off of Iguodala, Green, and Livingston, and I'm going to focus on the pick and roll. So the Cavs will trap Curry in the pick and roll here, and Thompson is guarding Green, but you'll see he does the right thing by dropping low to take away the pass to Zaza, leaving Green open for that three. Again, Thompson comes off of Green to cover Zaza, and this time Zaza, instead of passing it to Green, misses at the basket. This time in the pick and roll, the Cavs help off of Iguodala, though Iguodala hits the three here. For some reason, the Warriors played this lineup together where they had Livingston, Iguodala, and McGee on the floor at the same time, so not much shooting, and what happens is Korver is able to switch onto McGee, helping off of Iguodala, who isn't even beyond the three-point line, and later on the possession, it's LeBron who helps one pass away off of Iguodala, clogging Durant's driving lane, and the Cavs get a stop. Now, of course, the Warriors had counters and they mixed things up in the pick and roll. Here's an example where Zaza will screen the ball, and Draymond, instead of being ignored on the perimeter, this is a set play where he'll screen the screeners, so he sets a screen on Love, who's guarding Zaza, and what this does is when Curry comes off the screen, now Love is a bit late, he's a bit off balance, which allows Curry to attack him and get the and one. The Warriors also put either Green or Iguodala on the strong side. Here Iguodala is almost on the strong side block, so it's JR's responsibility to bump David West on the roll, but this is tough because Iguodala is near the basket. Here JR does not bump, and it's a dunk for West. So the Warriors made it tough at times for the Cavs to help off shooters, but there were other times where the Cavs just screwed up. Here on the floor is McCaw, Iguodala, and Livingston, three guys you don't mind shooting, so the Cavs should hedge Curry, make him give it up, and let one of those guys shoot. Instead, they switch on this play for some reason with Love on Curry, and Curry hits the three. Bad defense. Here the Warriors put Iguodala in that strong side area, but LeBron reads the play well and comes off of Iguodala to cover Zaza, but at the last second, Kyrie makes a foolish mistake by swiping at Zaza, giving up the three to Clay. This play was a disaster. First there's miscommunication on top on whether to switch between Shumpert and Love, and then Kyrie doesn't rotate down. He's guarding Iguodala, so he may have to rotate down to Green. He doesn't, and that is way too easy. The last thing I want to touch on is how the Warriors shut down Tristan Thompson, who has been ineffective this whole series and in Game 3 had one offensive rebound in 23 minutes. Watching the game film, it's not hard to see why. The Warriors box out. Here it's Green who boxes out Thompson well, and on the next play it's Zaza who boxes out Thompson. A few times, Zaza faced head-on with Thompson, not even looking at the ball or trying to get the rebound, and it almost looks like an offensive tackle, defensive lineman type ordeal, and the ball goes out of bounds to the Warriors. Zaza struggled in this game, but man, did he box out well. So Thompson had to deal with Zaza face guarding him and probably getting away with some fouls. And then when he finally gets position for the offensive rebound, it's the 7-foot or 6'11" KD who knocks it away from him. Well, there you have it, guys. I focused on these three dynamics as I know you guys would appreciate the X's and O's aspect and how the chess match between the coaches and players played out on the court. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.